Hello and welcome to the Chucast. This is commentator Connor. Welcome to the KCC Semifinals. I'm still a bit sick. I don't know what's happening. I haven't gotten sick in a couple years, so I don't know what's coming down. It's not COVID, I tell you what. Anyway, welcome to KCC Semifinals. We got our four coaches: Breadboi versus Kylo and CB versus Leo. Now, Breadboi and CB have very big odds to overcome, and they have a lot of people rooting for them. Chu included. Chu is very, on his stream he was watching, my goodness, that man wanted CB to win. Anyway, can our two underdogs overcome the power of the top tier coaches that are Kylo and Leo? Let's go and find out. First, we got Obelisk Blue, so let's head on in. First, we have Kylo versus Breadboi and Obelisk Blue. Match 1 is Rocket versus Live Twin. Breadboi is going first, summoning Lilla, which summons Kissicle Frost from deck. He links into Kissicle Link, summoning Lilla, then linking into Lilla Link into a second Kissicle Link, setting one and passing. Kylo quick launches for Magna Rocket, so Breadboi chains Kissicle, which gets met with Kylo's Forbidden Chalice. Kylo makes Striker Dragon, which is met with Solemn Strike. However, Kylo summons Wyver Burster, linking into Striker again to get Boost Sector launched to hand. The Wyver Burster effect gets met with a Meister, forcing Kylo to pop Striker to add Magna Rocket to hand, activate Boot Sector, summon it, and beat over Kissicle. However, this triggers AUS to summon popping Magna Rocket. Kylo revives it in main 2, sets 3, and passes. Breadboi summons Kissicle, linking into Kissicle Link, summoning Lilla Link, destroying a set Chalice. He links in an Abomination, using Succession to revive AUS, popping Kylo's back row. In battle, Breadboi is able to swing over Magna Rocket, pop Boot Sector, swing for 3k and move to the end phase, Magna Rocket triggering to float into Silver, which gets popped floating into Tracer. Kylo summons Gateway Dragon, synchro summoning Boral Savage and swinging over Abomination, passing. Breadboi summons Lilla Treat, linking into Lilla Link, and activating the effect, which gets negated. He swings into Boral Savage to lower its attack with Lilla Treat, passing. Kylo swings in, then makes Spheres, which is enough to prevent Breadboi from making a play if he had one, and with a top deck Rocket, Kylo swings for game 1. Game 2, Breadboi is going first, activating Password for Home, then activates Home, summoning Lilla, summoning Kissicle Frost, to which Kylo responds with a No material, forcing Breadboi to set 3 and pass. Kylo activates Chaos Space, adding Collapse Serpent. He summons Collapse Serpent, linking into Striker Dragon, which gets met with a Strike. Kylo summons Wyver Burster, linking into Striker Dragon 2, adding Boot Sector Launch. He activates Quick Launch for Silver, linking into Spheres. He activates Boot Sector, to which Breadboi activates Cyclone. Kylo activates Guard Dragon, reviving Silver, linking into LP. He activates LP, summoning Recharger, then summons Gateway. He summons Tracer and links into Quad Boral. He activates Tracer for Rocket Synchron, summoning Pisty, reviving Synchron. He makes Chaos Ruler, adding Rotar. He links into Delintris, activating Quad Boral to pop and summon Rockets and Delintris back. He links into Borland, revives Chaos Ruler. He revives Synchron, summoning RDA Abyss, and then synchroing into Boral Savage. Despite a droplets, Kylo's still able to swing for match 1. Holy fuck, that take is good enough. Match 2 is Guard Dragon vs Salamangreat. Kylo's going first, starting with a Slifer for Collapse Serpent. This plus Noctivision allows him to combo off, ending on Spheres, Flash Charge, and Lancelot, passing. Breadboi tries to push through this, but with multiple interruptions that he can't deal with, Breadboi is forced to forfeit. Game 2, Breadboi is going first, summoning Foxian using the effect, excavating and adding Jaguar. He links into Balings, triggering Exceed. He pitches Spinny to get engraved, then summons it, linking into Sunlight Wolf. He then link summons Heat Soul, drawing a card, then going into Zeraboros, setting 2 and passing. Kylo starts with Unexpected Die for Alexandrite into Zeraboros' zone, wiping the entire board. Fantastic play. This allows him to pop off with his Dragon Link with no interruptions in OTK, putting Kylo up 2-0 going into match 3. Will the rookie be able to bring it back? Match 3, we have Hieratics vs Kotalker. Breadboi is going first, showing us the capabilities this deck has, using the insane extension prowess of cards like Cynet Codic to end on Firewall, Bounce 3, and then Ibli on Kylo's field. Kylo tries to push through this, starting by Tribute summoning over Ibli, and using cards like Saphira and the nature of Hieratics, but is only able to end on spheres passing. This lets Breadboi pop off, getting into access Code Talker and killing from there. Game 2, Kylo starts with Prep for Saphira, then using Observatory to draw 2. Kylo activates Pre-Prep for Saphira and him. He then activates Convocation for Esset. He summons Esset, tributing for Su, which summons Labradorite. He Monster Gates for another Su, which in turn summons another Labradorite. He overlays into a Tum, summoning Su. He activates him, tributing Su to summon Saphira, which in turn summons Seals from deck. He overlays for a Tum number 2, summoning Brotar, adding and summoning Levianeer. He overlays for Future into Future Dragon, then overlays into Draglubian, summoning Hard Earth, passing. Breadboi starts with a Droplets, negating Kylo's entire board. He summons Microcoder, summoning Gachiri and linking into Splash Mage, reviving Microcoder. He links into Transcode, adding Codec and reviving Splash Mage. He links into another Transcode, adding Generator. He links Code Talker, adding Microcoder, and sending Dotscaper. He summons Dotscaper, linking into Shooting Code, adding Sea Archiver. He links into Inverted, using Microcoder, adding Cyber's Converter. He summons Converter, linking into Xcode, adding Xseed to hand. He swings in and passes. Kylo ranks Draglubian into Sky Dragon Overlord, attacking in, then making spheres in main 2, passing. This prevents Breadboi from getting through his combo, so Breadboi forfeits Game 2. Game 3, Breadboi is going first, starting with Lady Debug, adding Microcoder. He links into Code Talker, adding and activating Codec, setting 1, and passing. Kylo starts with Convocation for Esset, summoning it. He tributes Esset for Su, summoning Labradorite from deck, overlaying for a Tum which gets met with Strike, forcing Kylo to pass, allowing Breadboi to climb to update Jammer into access code, swinging for the match. Match 4 is Megalith vs Ignister. Breadboi is going first, starting with I Meet You, adding and summoning a Chi-Chi, adding Hiyari. He links into Dark Infant. He activates the Field Cell, summoning Bikari, adding Reborn. He links into Splash Mage, summoning Doyon and Bikari. He links into Zeroboros, sets 2, and passes. Kylo activates Prep for Ophiel, then activates Aeratron to Ritual Summon, but is met with a Solemn Strike, forcing Kylo to pass and allowing Breadboi to combo off an OTK despite Kylo's Quick Effect Ritual Summons and Phantasme. Game 2, Kylo uses the incantations to start off his combo, getting 2 level 4 rituals on the field to make Dugaras, activating the effect to draw into Vanity's Ruler, continuing to utilize his rituals to gain advantage before summoning Vanity's Ruler and passing. Breadboi can't do anything and lets Kylo combo off and swing for Game 2. Game 3, Breadboi is going first, using a Chi-Chi into Dark Infant to facilitate a combo, using the extension prowess of Cyber Support and Island to climb to Dark Templar plus Heat Soul, setting 3 and passing. Kylo preps for Chalice Slime and activates the effect, which gets met with a strike, forcing Kylo to pass once again, and he forfeits, knowing access code is on the horizon. Match 5 all comes down to this, 2-2. Who's going to be our first finalist? Will it be Kylo with his Heralds, or the Rookie of the Year relying on Unchained? Kylo's going first, using Gale Dogger to get double Arc-Lake Engrave to add the materials he needs to end on double Perfection. Breadboi is able to use Forbidden Droplets to negate the Heralds, but a well-timed Orange Light on the AOS stops Breadboi from clearing the Heralds, and ultimately stops him from getting a foothold in the game, letting Kylo win Game 1. Game 2, Breadboi is going first with a Rough Hand, summoning Sarama and passing. Kylo starts with a Diviner, dumping Arclight, which gets met with a Skullmeister. Kylo has the extra Foolish, sending in a second Arclight for Dawn of the Heralds. However, Kylo is forced to pass, and with a Rakia into AOS, popping Diviner, Breadboi is able to swing for Game 2, making this a nail-biter of a semi-finals game. Game 3, Kylo's going first, summoning Diviner, sending Arclight, adding Benten. He activates Observatory to draw 2, passing. Breadboi summons Lilitreat, crashing with Diviner to summon AUS, popping a set Escape, summoning Aruha. He swings for 45, sets 2, and links into Soul of Rage, passing back. Kylo summons Diviner, sending Tis, which pops a set Escape, summoning Rakia. Kylo ritual summons Perfection, triggering Benten. Breadboi tries to link with Perfection but is negated. The rest of this game plays out with Breadboi unable to break Perfection, Kylo slowly whittling down Breadboi until he can swing for game on turn 9. Kylo is your first finalist, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Slifer Red Semifinals and Leo vs. CB. Match 1 is Thunder Dragon vs. Galaxy Photon. CB is going first, starting with a Melody to search Galaxy Eyes and Afterglow, then use Trade-In to draw 2. He activates Trance, reviving Galaxy Eyes and summoning Brave from deck, overlaying for Slifer Dragon. He summons Afterglow, then activates Photon Sanctuary to tribute, summoning a second Afterglow. He then makes Slifer X, then overlays the Afterglows into Photon Lord, passing. Leo starts by Kaijuing over Photon Lord, summoning Luna. He summons a Kaiju to his field, then activates Luna, bouncing the Kaiju on CB's field back to his hand, allowing him to also remove Slifer X. He starts using his Dangers and the baby Chaos Dragons to climb to Trispana and Ashatos, swinging for game 1. Game 2, Leo's going first, summoning Luna and passing. CB starts with a Chalice on Luna, then summons Thrasher and Advancer, linking into Union Carrier. He equips Orbital, which adds Soldier. He summons Soldier, adding Galaxy Eyes to hand, which lets him activate Trade-In. He then activates Expedition, summoning Galaxy Eyes, linking into Soulflare Dragon. He activates Sanctuary, which lets him summon Galaxy Eyes, swinging in for a lot of damage. Despite another Luna swinging over Union Carrier, CB is able to Melody for Afterglow, overlaying for Photon Lord, and when it gets bounced by Luna, he's able to summon a Galaxy Eyes from deck and swing for game 2. Game 3, Leo starts by just passing. CB starts by activating Trade-In, then summoning Wizard, equipping Orbital. Orbital pops to add Brave, which lets CB trade in again. CB tributes Wizard to add Trance. He trances for Gep, and Afterglow linking into Soulflare, which gets met with Mourner. CB activates Sanctuary, swings for 2k, and passes. Leo Kaijus over Soulflare, then activates Tsuchinoko, discarding it. He then tributes for Dragon Roar, then banishes 3 for Ashatos, which triggers Dragon Roar. CB chalices the Ashato so he doesn't get blown out by the effect. Leo activates Dragonhawk, summoning Dragon Roar, linking into Verte. CB chalices the Verte to stop Leo from activating the effect, then Leo summons Dragon Roar, then swings over CB's board. In main 2, he makes another Verte and activates the effect for Titan. This could have been avoided if CB waited for the Verte effect, but CB isn't really able to push through Titan despite being able to make CDI and ends up losing on the following turn. Match 2 is Danger vs. Cyber Dragon. Leo's going first, summoning Luna and passing. Leo shotguns D-Shifter as soon as possible to shut CB down. CB starts with a Kaiju Slumber, then activates Emergency for Veer. He summons hers and Veer, then links for Anima, absorbing the Jizukiro and swinging in. However, Leo summons Orochi to shield his life points. Leo starts with a normal summon of Luna, then uses Orochi to pop Anima. Leo then uses Tsuchinoko, hitting it to summon. He activates another, discarding Bigfoot, which pops Veer. Leo summons Godarla, makes a 7800 Boros, and swings for game 1. Game 2, Leo starts by activating Jackal, pitching a Desires. He activates Allure, banishing Thunderbird, then uses Trade-In, discarding Orochi. He activates Desires, sets 2, and passes. CB starts by summoning Core and Veer, which gets met with Light Imprisoning Mirror. CB summons Jizukiro over Luna, then makes Fortress Dragon swinging in, but Leo uses Orochi to stop the damage, to which Leo summons Gren and Orochi swinging in for just under lethal. CB forfeits on the draw. Match 3 is Abyss Actor vs. Rika. CB is going first, activating Fury of Kairushin, setting a monster in 3 back row, passing. Leo starts with a Fantastic Theater, revealing extras and Abyss-tainment to add Rise of the Abyss King to hand. He scales extras, then summons it with the effect, linking into Hyper Director. He scales Mellow Madonna, paying 1000 to add and scale Comic Relief. He pen summons extras, setting 2 and passing, to which CB tries to summon Snowdrop, but Theater forces him to pop a card. Leo starts with Madonna effect to add Evil Heal to hand. He activates Hyper Director, summoning Madonna and scaling Superstar. He activates Superstar to add Rise of the Abyss King to hand. Leo Blind Cyclones, hitting Torrential. Leo pen summons Sassy Rookie, which gets met with a second Torrential, but Rookie isn't destroyed, so Leo swings in and passes. CB activates Glamour, adding Petal to hand, then summons it. He activates Rose Girl to eat up the Theater interruption, then activates Petal, adding Primula. He activates Snowdrop to summon itself and Mudon, adding Flurries. He makes both level 8, overlaying for Teardrop. He pops Rookie and swings for 3k. Leo starts with a Desires, Cyclones the last back row, then summons extras. He activates Comic Relief, to which CB chains Teardrop to pop extras, making it to where Comic Relief can't resolve. He pen summons Madonna and Wild Hope, activating Open Ceremony to gain 1000, which lets Madonna summon a Comic Relief. He activates Abyss-tainment to set Rise. Teardrop triggers to gain attack, which forces Theater to activate, popping Abyss-king, which might save CB here. Leo makes Hyperdirector, summoning Superstar from skills, then scaling Madonna. He activates Abyss-tainment, tributing Hyperdirector to set Abyss-king. He activates it, to which Teardrop gets protected by Kyrushin. With Leo only at 2,000 life, CB starts comboing off and Leo forfeits, knowing lethal is on the way. Game 2, CB is going first, starting with Fury of Kyrushin. He summons Carrot Weight, then activates Snowdrop, summoning itself in Mudon, adding Glamour. He activates Glamour, adding Primula. He activates Carrot Weight to summon, then activates Snowdrop to level modulate. He links with Jasmine, tributing Mudon for Lonefire, letting him summon Primula. He activates Lonefire to summon Rose Girl, synchro summoning Perialis. He summons Ingwenar, which lets him revive Mudon, and overlay for Kanzashi, setting 1 and passing. Leo starts with Cyclone, hitting the Torrential. He desires and scales extras, summoning it and linking into Hyperdirector. He scales Evil Heal, then activates Hyperdirector, summoning it and scaling Madonna. He activates Madonna, adding and scaling Comic Relief. He activates the effect, switching Heal and Kanzashi, then scaling Wild Hope and pen summoning 2, sets 1 and swings into CB's board. CB starts with Perialis reviving Snowdrop, then overlaying for Teardrop. He activates the effect and gets met with Fiendish Chain. He summons Evil Thorn, then activates the effect, which triggers Kanzashi, summoning Carrot Weight. This also triggers Rose Girl to summon. CB swings over Kanzashi, passing. Leo starts by activating Hyperdirector, summoning Wild Hope and scaling Comic Relief. He Comic Relief, switching Teardrop and Wild Hope. Leo activates Superstar, setting Abyss-king. He scales Wild Heart, then activates Madonna. He pen summons 2, then Abyss-king's popping Chain of Perialis and CB's Wild Hope, then swings for Game 2. Game 3, CB is once again going first, activating Kyrushin, then summoning Rose Girl, tributing for Mudon, adding Glamour. He activates Glamour, adding Snowdrop, tributing over Mudon, summoning Talea, summoning Teardrop, setting 1, and passing. Leo starts with a Cyclone, hitting Torrential. He scales and summons Current Razor, linking into Hyperdirector, to which CB activates Teardrop to tribute Hyperdirector, forcing Leo to set 3 pass. CB starts with Kyrushin, then summons Carrot Weight, attacking in, setting 1 and passing. Leo starts with Theater, adding Abyss-tainment. He activates Breakthrough skill, negating Teardrop, then activates Madonna, adding Comic Relief. He scales Relief, pen summoning Wild Hope, which gets met with the Torrential, which lets Leo add and summon Sassy Rookie. Activating Relief to switch with Teardrop, Leo attacking in. CB summons Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, which gets met with a Fiendish Chain, which allows Leo to pop off and kill the following turn, taking Leo to finals on a easy 3-0 victory. Alright, boys and girls, we have our KCC Season 3 Finals matchup. In Obelisk Blue, we have Kylo, a fantastic draft of Rocket and Rituals, mashing them up into a fantastic draft with X2 Heralds, fantastic feat. And in Slifer Red, we have Leo, a menace this season, who went X1. And his draft is impeccable. Now, we'll have to see who ends up winning this next week, although we might not be here next week because we don't know when the game is scheduled. However, good games to our 4 semifinalists. Breadboi put up a crazy fight, and I hope they have a great season 4. That's all, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, really helps that channel. If you want to see more, you know where to look. Bye-bye!